Welcome to the Foundry by Forge College. Today, we're putting on our trench coats and acting as lead investigators. In our last explainer, we covered network configuration and lifecycle management, getting all those pieces in place for a perfectly automated deployment. But we need to ask the tough question today. What actually happens when that beautifully automated deployment suddenly goes sideways? So grab your magnifying glass because we are diving deep into troubleshooting, monitoring, and maintenance.
Here's our docket for today. First up, the crime scene. Then, number 2, the interrogation. 3 is the arrest. 4, the security system. And finally, number 5, the case file. Let's just get right to work.
So, let's talk about the elephant in the room. What does happen when your perfect deployment fails? Because let's be real, even with the flawless automated lifecycle management we built last time, bugs are inevitably going to escape into the wild. And when they do, you've got to totally shift your mindset. You step away from the comfort of automation and step right into the cold, calculated world of reliability and incident triage.
All right, step 1, the crime scene.
Just like any good investigation, our absolute first priority here is to secure the perimeter without contaminating the evidence. That means no panic server restarts, no random code tweaks, okay? Instead, we follow a strict 4-step triage process. First, reproduce the symptoms safely in a dry run environment. Second, gather the exact state and logs. Third, scan for recurring error patterns. And fourth, formulate your working hypothesis. It's basically the scientific method, but for squashing bugs.
You can kind of think of your error logs as ransom notes pinned to a corkboard. For instance, a glaring specific message like this one points immediately to an environment or network misconfiguration. It tells you exactly where to shine your flashlight. If you see this, you aren't looking at a smart contract bug, right? You're looking at a networking or credentials issue. The log is quite literally speaking to you.
But, a single ransom note usually isn't enough to secure a conviction. You've got to pull correlated logs from all these components, essentially interrogating all your suspects. You need logs from your application pods, your database pods, background workers, and even the Solana program state itself. By using tools like kubectl logs combined with exact correlated timestamps, you can get everyone's story straight and spot exactly where the inconsistencies are.
Which brings us to part 2, the interrogation.
So, with our suspects lined up and our timestamped logs gathered, we put our working hypothesis to the ultimate test. Let's say you suspect a Solana client mismatch is causing your deployment to fail. Well, you change one variable at a time, comparing the on-chain program hash, which is essentially the blockchain's cryptographic fingerprint of your app, to your local build manifest artifact hash. Do the alibis match? If not, bam, you've caught your culprit red-handed.
Moving on to section 3, the arrest. Once the evidence is absolutely undeniable, it is time to make the arrest. But remember, in software engineering, making an arrest means a swift and highly controlled resolution. Step 1. Apply the exact, minimal, reversible patch. We are not rewriting the whole module here, folks. Just fix the bug. Step 2. Run your post-deploy smoke tests to verify the bug is truly squashed without causing, collateral damage. And step 3. Add monitoring checks so that culprit can't ever break out of jail again.
That leads us perfectly into section 4, the security system.
Because we don't just solve the crime and walk away, right? The true mark of a senior developer is making sure that same failure never happens twice. You build an impenetrable defense by adding tripwires straight to your CI pipeline that will automatically fail to build if a regression occurs. Like we see in this breakdown, an HTTP health probe detects service crashes, a program version check spots mismatched binaries, and log aggregation alerts catch repeated errors.
Let's actually zoom in on a really practical example. By piping your HTTP health probe output into a parser, like JQ, and explicitly checking that the status equals OK, you ensure your service isn't just running, but that it's actually healthy and responsive to traffic. It's a beautifully simple, elegant trap for bugs that might try to slip through the cracks of a silent failure.
And finally, section 5, the case file.
The bad guy is locked up, sure, but every good investigator knows the job just isn't done until the paperwork is filed. You've got to create a reproducible debug report. This is a documented artifact saved directly in your repository, containing reproduction commands, log excerpts, your root cause hypothesis, the applied fixes, and your verification steps. You write this so future developers, or let's be honest, you in 3 months when you've forgotten literally everything, know exactly how the case was cracked.
Your report absolutely must include these crucial pieces of evidence. Without the exact reproduction commands, timestamps, artifact hashes, code diffs, and verification outputs, honestly, your fix is basically just a rumor. This documented evidence fully validates your fix and feeds directly into your team's long-term maintenance windows and upgrade procedures.
So bringing this whole investigation together, we have to ask, is your dApp finally ready for production handoff? Well, all these debugging artifacts we just went over are going to be the absolute stars of our next explainer on documentation and deployment checklists, which is exactly where we hand the keys over to the release engineers for a smooth launch.
Keep automating, keep observing, and please don't let bugs hide in the shadows of your architecture. But it begs a really important question for you to think about. If your automated deployment failed tomorrow, would your current logs hand you a clear ransom note or just a messy pile of cold cases? To explore more Web3 investigation techniques, deep dive into Solana architecture, and level up your skills, head over to forge.college. Thanks for joining me on this case today from all of us here at Forge College, and keep building securely.